Hey, good morning everyone. Just want to give you a quick update on what's going on here in South Carolina. Well, in the Myrtle Beach area, cases are still on the rise, unfortunately. But there is now a mandate that if you go in a business or a restaurant, you have to wear a mask, which is good. And also the governor recently announced that statewide, if you go into a restaurant, the restaurant should be only 50% capacity and masks have to be worn. That's a good move on the governor's part. So you may know that a lot of travel vloggers, the big ones, we're not a big one, but the big ones have not been able to travel internationally like they did before. So they went out and they bought conversion vans, RVs, and campers, and they're kind of traveling around in those vehicles, seeing their local area and talking about it. But we did something totally different. We wanted something that was a new vehicle that was COVID friendly, one with open air, one that only maybe had a few seats so there's less crowds inside the vehicle. So we did something totally different from everyone else. So announcing our new COVID friendly travel vehicle, a Fiat Spider. So you're probably thinking, travel with NJ Steve, why would you buy a Fiat? It's the most unreliable car in the world. And that's true. You know what Fiat stands for. Sue, what does Fiat stand for?
Fix it again, Tony.
That's right. Fiat stands for Fix It Again, Tony. But this is a different type of Fiat. This was built in the same plant as the Mazda Miata, built in the plant in Japan, Hiroshima, Japan. And so what it is, 75% of the car is Japanese. All the electronics are Japanese. Only the engine is actually from Fiat. So the engine was actually built in Italy, and then it was shipped over to Japan and assembled on the Miata assembly plant. Now the body is Italian. That's an Italian design body. So let's just take a quick look around the car. So we're hoping that since most of the car is made by Mazda on the same plant as the Miata, that there'll be better reliability with this car than with the usual Fiat. Take a look at this engine. This engine was designed and built in Italy. Take a look. This is a 1.4 liter turbo engine designed and built in Italy. It gets close to 170 horsepower and is pretty efficient on fuel also. So our plan today is to take this beauty on its first road trip into the hot spot of Myrtle Beach. We're going to drive up Ocean Boulevard and check out the crowds. I'm wondering, are people here? Do people go home? Are people afraid to come to Myrtle Beach? So let's go up to the beach and check it out and see what's going on. Are you ready, Sue?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. We headed north on Highway 17 to Myrtle Beach. We then took 501 right to the center of Myrtle Beach. Now what we noticed is that there were not many people walking around the streets. But this could have been because it was midday and that most of the people were at the beach. So what we did is head north on Ocean Avenue and then we checked out the beach around 76th Street. As we headed north along Ocean Avenue, we passed through a neighborhood with some beautiful homes. We continued north on Ocean Avenue until we arrived at our destination, the hotels and beaches around 72nd Street. Here we stopped at Starbucks, and then we took a walk along the beach to check out the beach scene. We walked between the Sands and the Grand Cayman resorts to get to the beach. So what we noticed was that the extreme summer crowds were nowhere to be found. It was clear that COVID has taken its toll on Myrtle Beach's tourist industry. But the way to avoid COVID is to avoid crowds, so having less people here is probably a blessing in disguise. Until next time, safe travels.